Okay, today I want to talk about artists and consciousness. So it's so important that you release all your music and that you diligently and with a devoted spirit work towards your music. Because quite literally, you're being called to bring forth medicine to raise the vibration of the planet. So you have to get out of your head and start acting in service. You have to start acting in service because that's what you are as an artist. You're translating and bringing information. As we see, many of our fellow humans are still in a very low vibration, and unfortunately, most of the world leaders are Neanderthals. Unevolved human beings, basically. They don't understand basic cause and effect. They don't understand basic consciousness. They're trapped in emotional cycles, and they will lead us all to ruin if you don't do something about it. You know, they want to make you feel like, oh, you don't have the power to shift it, you don't have the power to change it. But that's a lie. You do. You know how powerful music is, you know how powerful your art is. And when you look at from a metaphysical perspective, every single action you take with that responsibility and that decision, you are impacting it. And you might say, oh man, how am I going to stop the wars? How am I going to do that stuff? Well, you're going to do it like this. 1940, yeah, we had fucked up times. We had the wars. 1950, Cold War. But then 1960, let me fix this. 1950. But then 1960, the vibration went up with the hippies. And what happened with the hippies? It was artists and thinkers coming together, but the artists brought in the vibrations and spread it to the consciousness and translated that information. And people were able to realize, you know, war is wrong. The Vietnam War is wrong. All this stuff. And then what happened? 80s, we had other bangers that happened. We had Thriller, and 90s hip-hop came, and then 2000s. But then 2001, darkness again. You know, it's always this upliftment of the consciousness and then a darkness that comes. Both together. You know, you go to expand your life, obstacles come. So as a consciousness, we need to face this as well. But what you need to understand is what I want to show you here. You got a star, you know, billions and millions of miles away. It explodes, and then the light reaches us. Remember, we're light. We're information, and light is information that plugs into us. The sun is literally light, and it's giving us all life. So stars, ancient stars in other galaxies, they explode, and by the time the light hits us, that influences. That's what happened in the 60s. We got some type of star from some type of supernova in a different galaxy, and it hit our planet during that time, and that information uplifted the consciousness. And the artists, that's the important thing, the artists translated that information. They translated it. So you have light periods and dark periods, dark ages and light ages, and we need to ensure nothing like World War II happens again. So you need to get over your own egoic shit. You need to get over your own selfishness with your music, to be honest. And you need to just get it ready and get it out. Because you need to iterate and you need to get to a level of mastery so you can transmute and translate this information that's coming through, and you can uplift the consciousness to a high vibration. You know, because you're seeing the news. Even if you don't watch the news, you're seeing on your TikTok, you're seeing wars, you're seeing all this stuff. We got Neanderthals. Neanderfucking-thals in the government. And we got to bring in the information that everyone has infinite potential and that we can live in peace and harmony on this earth. Because what use is it for you to make money? What use is it for you to have a business if the world is getting destroyed? The number one thing you should focus on is, how can I impact the greater world? And through that intention and through that prayer and through that desire, the level of depth in your art will go to a space that you cannot even imagine. So first of all, to recap, please understand the power that you have, understand the mission that you have, understand it's not about yourself, and understand you will make an impact, but you have to act. And you need to act imperfectly. So keep it gutter, keep it gutter.